Hey guys, what is going on? So I'm actually just re-uploading the video that I had in the past of all of these events for this current week, just because I am going away and I'm not going to have time to film the events. I'm not coming back until next week, so I'm not going to do this from now on. I'm not going to reuse the same videos, but I did want to just basically get it out there so you guys can have a discussion about this week's events and what you think and whatnot. So let me know which is your favorite Pokemon. So as I said, I'm going to Disney World Tuesday, so that's why I'm not going to be able to get to film the events or play them or upload, edit, things like that. And I'm coming back next Thursday, I believe, so I will have next week's events, but it's just going to be delayed towards later in the week. But anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have a bunch of repeats today. Sorry the introduction for Thundurus is not here. Kind of got cut off, but that's okay. This is once a day you can get, I believe it's a Mega Speed Up. All these genies are Mega Speed Ups, right? I mean, they have to be, I think. But either way, you also get personalized skill boosters. Not a big deal. Thundurus is not really a good Pokemon. So, who cares about the personalized skill boosters, right? You're in it for the Mega Speed Ups and I guess the 200 coins per day. So, either way, we do go ahead and knock out Thundurus. This was actually a tough stage for me back in the day before I had any of the overpowered Pokemon, But anyway, moving on, Reshiram is back, and Reshiram is a stage that, I have no, they're not fond memories. I have memories of this stage because I started shortly before Reshiram came out. Maybe it's probably a little bit before, but I wasn't able to beat Reshiram when it came out, so I had to skip the stage. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it. I couldn't even touch it. Basically that's how difficult this stage was for me. So wasn't able to catch this one when it became available. So as I said, I skipped it and I got it on the repeat, but I make it look easy now because I have the shot out, I have the barrier shot, I have overpowered Pokemon. Lestichef is not going to help us out. If you don't have like the shot out or, the barrier shot, Lestichef could definitely help you out. So, definitely not an easy stage, but if you have some of these powerful Pokemon, you should be able to handle it. If you already have Reshiram, I would skip this stage. It has Barrier Bash Plus or Barrier Bash Plus Plus. I haven't used Reshiram in quite some time. But kind of an underwhelming Pokemon. It's not really super great. It's okay in the beginning, I guess. It was good before like these shot abilities. But I guess it's still good if you don't have some of the shot abilities. So it's totally worth picking up. But, we use Mega Chomp as well, just because I enjoy using Mega Chomp. It Mega Evolves so quick with Mega Boost. But, you have 30 moves, so maybe if you can't beat it, but you want to catch it, maybe throw on that attack power. You could try it and see what works for you. But, if you can't really beat it, you can skip it just because it's not the greatest Pokemon. But it is cool though. It is Reshiram, so, it's a really nice Pokemon. So yeah, that's an S rank on that stage. And got a personalized skill booster, but I'm definitely not going to farm this one. If anything, farm the Winking Turtwig, don't farm Reshiram. But anyway, we have Rhyperior. Now, I actually don't have a video of this, I don't believe. So what that tells me is this stage hasn't been repeated in some time. I don't even know if it's ever been repeated. It might have been. Going in with a full Hammering Streak team. Now, this team, Hammering Streak is obviously able to get the job done. If you farmed a Winking Turtwig, or, you wouldn't, but in time for this stage because they're both the same week, but let's say you had Winking Turtwig, farmed, you could totally bring Winking Turtwig and Winking Roserade into this stage and do better, technically. It didn't matter because we're still able to handle it, but I'm basically trying to say, multiples of the same type with Hammering Streak is still good. So, you still might want to farm Winking Turtwig even though you have Winking Roserade. And I do plan on farming it for a little bit. Probably, hopefully, skill level 4. I don't know. We'll have to see how much we can get going. But yeah, not farming Rhyperior. I'm talking about Winking Turtwig. But, so yeah, able to handle the stage even with neutral Hammering Streak Pokemon. So, but super effective, obviously, technically better, it goes without saying, but we do go ahead and knock out Rhyperior just fine. Not really that bad, I don't think. It depends on where you are in the game, I guess, but, I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was that bad, so we do go ahead and move on from Viperia. You could also go with like Block Shot and other traditional ones, but I just wanted to use a Hammering Streak team. Moving on, we have Kingdra. Now, I totally remember this stage. I remember everything about this stage. How can I forget it? I remember this one being tough when it came out. Annoying. I don't know if I would say tough. I do like the stage. Totally recommend the Shaman and Blossom, Mind Zap, Sleep Charm. If you have it, that's like the original team that we all used back when this came out, I believe, or at least I did. And mine were not maxed out, I don't think, at that time. At the time Kingdra came out. So I had more of a difficult time, but you could also go in with like a Barrier Shot, Rock Shot, Shot Out with leaving the last spot blank. I mean, even if it resets the board, I don't think it's a big deal if you have some of these more powerful Pokemon like Shot Out and things like that, or Rock Shot, because back then, we didn't have them, so it would have been a lot more difficult, and you would have run out of moves more than likely. But if you're a long time player, chances are you have Kingdra. You could farm it. It does have Whirlpool or Cross Attack Plus. Cross Attack Plus is good. You guys have seen me use it, but it's one that you don't need on Kingdra, I don't think. And, is there another water type that has Cross Attack Plus? I don't think so, but, either way, you definitely don't need to farm Kingdra. I wouldn't recommend it. Whirlpool is also decent at skill level 5, but again, if you're gonna farm anything this week, say hello to the little turtle, Turtwig. That's the one you're going to be hanging out with this week, probably. More than likely. Let me know if I'm wrong about that in the comments below. But either way, we do go ahead and knock out Kingdra just fine. So that is an A rank and 200 coins. So I'll definitely take that. And a personalized skill booster. But again, as I said, I'm not going to be farming it. So that's nice. And moving on, we have Winking Togekiss. And Winking Togekiss is actually a tanky stage. It's not the easiest stage in the world. I didn't really do super great on this stage, probably because, I wasn't really going in with the best team. There's loads of blocks. Mega Steelix is definitely the way to go, in my opinion, or a Block Shot user of some sort. But I wanted to go ahead and use Shiny Mega Metagross just because it is new and it is awesome. So we'll definitely go ahead and use that one. Still able to knock this one out, but I could totally see having a tough time on it. But this Pokemon is not really even that good anyway. It has Power 4 plus. Maybe it's a decent early on, with a bunch of other great challenges. They could be good early on. So, you might be thinking, well, I get some use out of it, and I totally respect that. I totally understand it. You could get some use out of it, but, it's kind of outclassed at this point in time. For a fairy type, so yeah, took a little bit to be able to beat this. Shiny Mega Metagross is good, but what super strong steel types do we have? We don't have a Shot Out user. We have Barrier Shot in Doublade, but I haven't farmed it. And we have do we have a Block Shot user? I'm pretty sure we do. I can't think of it. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we do, actually. But, I looked through my steel types. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. But, I don't know. And my Solgaleo is not maxed out either. So, I don't have the greatest steel team. So, definitely, not the best way to go. But that is okay. Still able to knock out Winking Togekiss. Not a big deal. So, that's definitely nice. Skarmory and Mawile are classics more than anything. They got the job done. Last ditch effort would have been good if you have the Skunk Tank, or if you want to go with a poison team or something instead of steel, probably a better way to go. We do have a poison type Block Shot user. I believe it's Muck. So that could definitely be good if you invest in that. But that's for endgame players, and if you're an endgame player, you're probably not going to be facing off against Winking Togekiss. So if you're earlier, could be tough for you. You might want to go with some items like an attack power, see what you can do. But moving on, we have Salamence. Now I actually farmed Salamence back when it was a special stage before it got repeated in the main stages. So, I went ahead and farmed this one and got a bunch of Raise Max levels. It still drops Raise Max levels, I believe. So, if you want, you could farm this one alongside Winking Turtwig. One takes hearts, one takes coins. So, definitely a good way to go if you want to. Yeah, this is, if you're gonna farm it, you definitely want to farm the special stage because it's a lot easier than the main stage, and I'm pretty sure it has a better drop rate. Actually, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it does. And it's, as I said, it's certainly a lot easier. So if you're gonna farm Mega Boost, definitely farm this one. And I don't use Salamence a whole lot anymore, but I used to in the past. So it is a good Pokemon. Of course, it does throw on Ice. I knew this from Survival Mode. So it doesn't have a lot of HP. In the special stage, obviously it has more in the main stage, but we do go ahead and knock out Salamence, so that's definitely nice. I'll definitely take that. That is awesome. And so we go ahead and beat that, and we have one more stage. By the way, I was going to do it, but I forgot. The daily challenge Winking Ordino is going on, so if you don't have it, you might want to catch it just because it's decent. It's pretty good. It's okay. I mean, it's a normal type, so you might not like it. I don't know, but definitely go ahead and pick that up just because it's one of the best daily challenge Pokemon. So this is the last stage of this batch, Xurkitree. I don't know how many Xurkitree videos we have, 4 or 5, who knows? Who knows how many times Xurkitree has been available? But yeah, going in with Palossand, it's probably just better just to forget Palossand, don't bring it, and just use like Flygon to shot out the Palossand if you have all that available. If you can, but I would go into Xurkitree. I don't know, like, only go into Xurkitree if you feel like you could definitely beat it, because you can't use items on it. It's kind of like any other Ultra Beast. If you feel like you can't beat it, don't go into it, because you do not want to spend the 20,000 coins and not catch it. So, if you're early on in the game, you might want to consider skipping it. I hate to say it. I mean, it is an Ultra Beast. It's not the greatest Ultra Beast. So, it's one that you can totally skip if you want to. But, it's also, you kind of don't want to miss it because it is a rare Pokemon, and who knows when or if it will ever come back, I guess. I guess if they start to automate the events after, it'll come back at some point in the future, but it's not going to be for a while. So I would recommend catching it if you can, but, if you can't, don't go. That's basically what I'm trying to say, guys, And you could also decide for yourself, if you have Xurkitree, is it worth going back in for the 5 Experience Booster Large? I don't think I would have done it. In fact, I know I wouldn't have if I wasn't making a video of it. But anyway, that is Xurkitree, and that is the last stage of this batch of 10.